What is up, guys? Jon Hoggard here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Her and the Banks by Tyler Childers. If you haven't seen, I have some other tutorials on Tyler Childers songs. I did a tutorial of Shake the Frost and it was fairly popular. Hopefully you enjoy this kind of thing, and if you do, feel free to go back and check some of the other videos. I'm going to redo the one that I did of Lady May. I did a bad job. I knew that I did a bad job and I should have never uploaded it to begin with. But in the spirit of it was a pain in the butt, I just figured that I'd try it anyways, like I say, and then rewatching it myself, it just didn't seem cohesive enough. So anyways, look forward to that. And anyways, I hope that I can teach you how to play Her and the Banks today. To begin, guitar is standard tuning. That's E, A, D, G, B, E. From the top, you can think about that as Eddie, 8, Dynamite, Good, Bye, Eddie. A little trick to help you remember that, commit it to memory. I am going to be playing with my capo on the 4th fret. Tyler Childers, in the versions that I have seen on YouTube and stuff, he's playing with his capo on the 5th fret. Feel free to move it to the 5th fret if you'd like to play along with him. It fits my voice better here, so that's what I'm going to do. If you're playing by yourself, go ahead and move it wherever you want. If you're playing with someone else, you're going to want to make sure that you are in the same key as they are. So if you want to play along with me today, I suggest capo on the 4th fret. So, capo on the 4th fret, and to start off the riff, we're going to be playing a D position. I will have the tab on either side here, and what you basically need to understand is the tab has the strings listed on the side. Remember, I told you there were E, A, D, G, B, E. On the side of the tab, you will see those. The small E, we call that the high E. That's the bottom string here, the smallest one. And so when you're looking at it, it will kind of look upside down from what you might think. And at the top of it, you'll see a strumming pattern. So there's arrows pointing up and down, and if the arrow's pointing up, you're going to strum up. If the arrow's pointing down, you're going to strum down. Now, every time you're reading this thing left to right, and you're reading all of the lines at the same time. So to begin with, on the E string, you've got a 2 indicating 2nd fret E string. In the same, right underneath of that, you have a 3 on the B string indicating the 3rd fret, and then below that you have a 2 under the 3 on the G string indicating the 2nd fret. So you 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, that's the D position. Now, because they're all on the same like distance left to right, because they're all stacked on top of each other, that means that you're going to play them all at the same time. Now, in some tabs, you may be picking those all at the same time, and in this case, like I said, we're going to be strumming through all of this. It's basically, rather than there being a legitimate tab, you are playing chords and then you're walking between chords, and that's the gist of it. So to start off, the chord bases, I'll go through those real quick. There's a D, and then this A, I don't know what A it is. Imagine an A minor, but you pulled your ring finger off. So this A, you build off of that. And then there's this C that you're going to play. And everything else is a walk between D, that A chord, and this C. So anyways, I'm going to explain that to you real quick. So to start off, you're going to strum up, down, up on your D chord shape, D chord position. And so up, down, up, and then you're going to pull your index finger off, go down, hammer it back on and come up. So that will go something similar to that. And then from there, you're going to drop your pinky onto the 4th fret, and you're going to strum down and then up, and you're going to want to move to that A chord that I was talking about. Now to begin with, you will have your index finger off of this A chord, and you're going to strum down, and as that's ringing out, you're going to hammer onto the 1st fret. Like that. And then strum up, and when you strum up, as this time it's ringing out, you're going to slide your middle finger that is on the 2nd fret of the D string, you're going to slide that up to the 4th fret, and then up, down, up, and back to the 2nd fret. And then from there, you're into this C position. So you're just playing a C chord, and you're going to go down, up, and when you go down again, you're going to drop your pinky onto the 3rd fret of the high E. So it'll go down, up, down, up. Something like that. It's a little bit hard for me to hear it when I'm not playing the full song, but and then you'll play that same chord. You'll leave your pinky on after you've just added it. You'll go up, down, up, and then on this time when you come down, you will have pulled your pinky off, and you're also going to pull your middle finger off and hammer it on after you strum down onto the 2nd fret. So and then you're going to play your C, up, down, up, and when you come down, put your pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string. So to try and do all of that, I'm going to run through it once real quick, just so you can understand and hear what it's going to sound like. So it'll go... And then from there you'd go into the song. It starts in G. You'd be into the first verse. So again, hopefully I've given you enough information that you can just read the tab. Anytime where there is an H and then a number, so usually it will say like 0H2, which would mean that your finger is on the 0 fret, which means that it's not touching any strings. And then H means hammer on to the 2nd fret. And anytime that there's like a 2/4, that means that you're going to slide up to the 4th fret. And so again, you're going to pick on the 2nd string and then slide up. And when you do a hammer on, you're not hitting the string twice, you're just going to hit it once, and as it's ringing out, hammer on. It helps if you build up some calluses, because it's like your fingers are harder, so it doesn't muffle the sound quite as much. The strings ring out a little bit better. So anyways, all right, so another thing, if you see like a 2H4, that would mean that you already have your finger on the 2nd fret and you're going to hammer on the 4th fret. So like something like that. Not that that's in this particular tab, but that might be useful information if you're trying to learn guitar and learn tabs. Now this particular intro does play twice. So you'll run through everything that I showed you, and then you will play it again. And then, like I say, you'll be into the first verse. So I'm going to do that now just to show you what that would sound like. So it will go. Starts off with G, hair like the sun, and I'm pulling my middle finger off on all of these chords. I'm going to be pulling my middle finger off and hammering back on. And that is the essential part of playing a Tyler Childers songs. That it's the funk that it makes everyone enjoy it so much. So I'm going to be playing this G, hands just as soft as skin on the fruit that A minor breaks down the branch. You'll see I pulled off my middle finger again, and I'm just pulling it off, hitting the string, and then putting it right back where it was. But that little double step, like I say, that hammer on, adds a lot of flavor to a song. And then from there, going into a C, breaks down the branch neath the bluest of, and pulling my middle finger off again, bluest of, and dropping my pinky onto the 3rd fret of the high E string. So it'll go, breaks down the branch neath the bluest of moons, Lord, we'd eat till we'd sick, and grab all we could hold, then we'd run through the yard with the fruit that we'd stole. That last little part, I am putting my pinky on the high E first, and then pulling it off, hitting the hammer on the C chord shape, C chord position, and then going back to that high E on the 3rd fret at the very end. And then from there, you will run back through the intro riff again. The intro riff you're going to play, it after the first verse, and then after each chorus. So you'll play it you'll play it at the beginning, then between verse 1 and 2, and then the chorus, and then again at the very end. So you'll be playing it pretty often. So that part will go, Lord, I'd give the whole world for a sight of those things. And then you're into the second verse, and it's the exact same chords, the exact same hammer-ons, pull-offs, everything's the same, and again, you're going to get done, and you're going to go right back into that next riff. So I'm just going to play that through. Hands just as soft as skin on the fruit that breaks down the branch neath the bluest of moons, Lord, we'd eat till we'd sick, and grab all we could hold, then we'd run through the yard with the fruit that we'd stole. And her love, and we're going to go into the first chorus here, and it starts off with a D chord. Her love makes me feel like I'm home, and into an A minor, and you're going to do that same hammer on and pull off, home, back to D, keeps me good company where, C, we're going to a C chord now, wherever I go when I'm, same hammer on pull off, same position, same middle finger. So once you learn that, and that's the same for all Tyler Childers songs. So if you're playing Shake the Frost or Lady May or Feathered Indians, or whatever it is that Follow You to Virgie, if you're playing these songs, they're going to have the same hammer-ons. And you can translate that to other songs that have D and A minor and C and G. Those are all helpful things to learn and pick up, and they will only make your playing sound more full. So anyways, it's keeps me good company wherever I go. When I'm smiling, it's her and the banks, the big sandy river that colors my E. I'm gonna do the high E first. That colors my face. And then I'm going to go back to the intro riff, as I said. So after the choruses and in between verse 1 and 2. Love just as strong as Lawrence County shine. It'll mow you right down. It'll make you go blind. I would ruin my life and use up all my pay just to have her tonight. Just her and the banks. And her love makes me feel like I'm home. Now, when you're struggling through, if you noticed, I made a couple mistakes as I was playing this riff. For some reason, I get a lot of pressure when I get in front of the camera. It doesn't bother me so much to go play out and in front of people, but I struggle more so to play in my bedroom by myself in front of the camera. But I digress. I messed up a couple times there. The important thing is when you're playing, and this will be especially important as you struggle, is that your rhythm hand, the one that you're strumming with, that it never messes up. Because even if you don't hit quite the right note up here with your left hand, whatever hand is doing the chord positions, I guess you could be playing, if you're left-handed, you might play opposite. But anyways, this hand, if it messes up, not as big a deal. This rhythm hand, that's the thing that people notice. Even when they're not listening, your brain gets on this rhythm. If you're playing out, if you're playing at a restaurant or something, you get on this rhythm. You want to keep playing. You want to keep strumming. You want to, and you can fudge through some stuff here if you miss some chords. Obviously, practice. Get some practice in, and try not to mess up. But of course, if you do, like I say, it's more important that you don't mess up your rhythm. That is more important than anything else. So, I really don't think that there's much else for me to teach you. If you have any other requests, songs that you want to hear, songs that you don't know how to play, you think I might be able to teach you, or I don't know what have you, drop me a comment and let me know if there's something that you want to hear, you want to see, or if you appreciate, or if you like the song, or you learn something, or appreciate what I'm doing here. Just give me a like and a comment and stuff too. Just let me know, because it really does mean a lot to me. I try and go through and respond to all the comments and everything. I'm just one guy. I'm just doing this in my free time. I'm trying to, have as much. I want as high of production quality as possible. I want you guys to enjoy it. I want to put out good videos, but it's also a lot of work for me, and I get nothing out of it. So aside from hopefully helping someone, and again, if you guys enjoy it, that means enough to me. So anyways, I'm going to quit rambling. This was my tutorial on how to play Her and the Banks by Tyler Childers. If you do not have Ultimate Guitar, you should get Ultimate Guitar. It's the best app, website, whatever for musicians. But I will have this tab linked down in the description, so you can check it out and you can follow along with that. It'll have the chords and everything. and I will, like I say, try and put it up here. But anyways, again, done rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Goodbye.